Hey guys, welcome to class. Today's practice will be a warrior flow, working on our stability and cultivating some of that warrior energy so we can step into our day strong. I will recommend a Spotify playlist in the description, or if you have a favorite playlist, I encourage you to pop that on, get yourself ready, and I will meet you on the mat. So let's get started. Come towards the back of your mat. Bring your knees to touch and sit back on your heels. I will face you for this. Oh fuck, I need to start again. You're throwing me off staring at me. So let's get started. Come towards the back of your mat and sit back on your heels. I will turn to face you. So sitting back on your heels, take your fingertips out to the sides and we will start to sync our movement with our breath. Inhale, lift your right arm up alongside your ear. And exhale, reach it up and over to the left, creating a big C shape with the body. Inhale, right arm back towards the sky. And exhale, fingertips to the mat. Other side, inhale the left arm up alongside your ear. And exhale, reach it up and over, opening up the left side of the body. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Another round, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reach it up and over, opening up the right side of the body. Take your gaze towards your armpit, towards the sky. Lift your chest. Inhale, hand back through the sky. Exhale, fingertips down. Left arm now. Inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, reach it up and over. Opening up into that left rib cage. Gaze towards the sky, open the chest, and inhale, re-extend the left arm and drop your fingertips to the mat. We'll do it one more time. Inhale the right arm up alongside your ears. Exhale, reach it up and over. From here in this C-shaped position, we'll take one more inhale. And as you exhale, draw that right elbow towards the outside of the left knee. And then inhale, lift that elbow back up to the sky. Open the chest. And inhale the right arm back to the sky. And exhale your fingertips down to the mat. We'll do the other side. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale. Reach it up and over, opening the left side. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, draw that left elbow towards the outside of the right knee. Inhale. Re-extend that elbow up to the sky. Lift your hand. And exhale, fingertips to the mat. Very good. Come forward into a tabletop position. I'll turn back onto my mat. So knees underneath of hips and hands underneath of shoulders. We'll start to warm up the spine with some cat-cow movements. So inhale, lift the chest, lift the tailbone and arch the back. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin and round the upper middle back to the sky. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail and chest. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin. One more time. Inhale, lift the chest and tail. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone and round the upper middle back. Inhale. Lift the tail and chest. And this time, as you exhale, tuck your toes, send your sit bones high to the sky for downward facing dog. So step your feet back one step, or I will walk my hands forward because I have more room in the front. And blow out the angle of your dog here. And we'll take a moment just to open up. So soft bend in the knees, lift the sit bones high, wrap your armpits towards the midline. Take a moment to pedal your feet here, lowering and lifting your heels, opening up the backs of the legs. Come to bring your weight into the left foot and left hand and lift your right hip a little bit higher to the sky. Maybe you come up onto right toes and right fingers as you open up. One more moment. And then switch. So bring the weight into the right foot and hand and lift your left hip a little bit higher. Maybe coming up onto left toes and left fingers. Opening up that left side body. Come back to center now. Take one more moment in your down dog. Maybe draw the heels to or towards the floor. And from here, come up onto the balls of your feet. Lift the heels high. Start to tuck your tailbone and wave through the spine, drawing your shoulders over your wrists into a high plank position. Upper middle back lifts to the sky. And from here, take your right knee and place it down on your mat and in the center. Turn your right toes out towards the left and then hook your left knee behind your right and turn your left toes out to the right. From this position, we'll take some cat-cow positions. So inhale, lift the tailbone and lift the chest just as before. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and round the upper middle back. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and chin. Last time, inhale, lift the tail and chest. As you exhale now, step the left foot back, followed by the right into a plank position. Take one big inhale and exhale, send the sit bones back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Wrap your armpits towards the midline, lift your sit bones high, and draw your heels to or towards the mat. Once again, come up onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels high, and start to tuck your tailbone as you wave through the spine, coming forward, shoulders over wrists, high plank position. And this time, drop your left knee down and in the center. Swing your left toes towards the right. Hook your right knee now behind the left and turn the right toes towards the left. Once again, we'll take our cat-cows here. So inhale, lift the tailbone and lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the tail, round the upper middle back. Inhale, lift the chest, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the tail and chin, cat pose. Last time, inhale, broaden the chest, lift the tail. Exhale, step the right foot back, followed by the left. One moment in plank. And exhale, sit bones high, downward facing dog. Sit bones high. Armpits towards the midline. From here, once again, we're going to lift up onto the balls of our feet. Heels are high. Tuck the tailbone and start to wave through the spine, rolling forward, rounding the upper middle back, coming towards our high plank, but continue. Keep rounding forward and start to draw the pelvis towards the mat. Broaden the chest and lift into a floating up dog. So wrists underneath the shoulders, broaden the chest, lift the backs of the thighs towards the sky. Big inhale and exhale. Send the sit bones back, downward facing dog. Very nice. One more moment here. And then from here, we're going to make our way into a forward fold. So walk, step, or jump towards your wrists. Maybe you're taking some slow, mindful steps. Bring your toes towards your wrists. Feet hip distance apart. From here, connect your tummy to your thighs. Fold from the hip. And release the head and the neck. Bending into the knees as much as you need to get that connection of the tummy and the thighs. Take opposite arm to opposite elbow. And if it feels good, taking some sways side to side in our ragdoll fold. Release the hands to the mat once again, and we're going to come into our halfway lift. So from here, elongate the spine from tail through crown. Bring your hands to ankles or shins, whatever's available to you. Draw your shoulders back and tuck the chin slightly. Halfway lift. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, re-bend the knees, hinge from the hips, and sit back in your chair. Lift your arms alongside your ears for Utkatasana, chair pose. Staying here for just a moment, working our stability and our balance. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, press through your feet, push to stand, and lower your hands by your side for Tadasana, mountain pose. So from this position, once again, our feet are hip distance apart. Feel nice and stable into the feet. Lift through the arches, engage the leg muscles, tuck your tailbone, lifting your pubic bone towards your navel point. Lift your shoulders up and back and turn your palms forward. For mountain pose, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. And we'll start to move once again. Inhale, your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, sit back in your chair once again. Take another inhale here. And hinge from the hips and continue to bring your torso parallel to the floor. Keep falling now, folding over your hips. Tummy to thigh. Release your head and your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. So grabbing your ankles or shins. Lengthen the spine from tail to crown. Draw your shoulders back. And exhale, bring your fingers to the ground and step your left foot back. Left toes are pointing towards the outer edge of the mat at an angle. Bend into that front knee. So right knee is stacked over the right ankle. And from here, we're going to come up into warrior two. So inhale, windmill the arms up, extend them out to the side, and take your gaze out over your right fingertips. So the right hip here is wrapping underneath of us. Imagine pressure into the outer edge of the left foot, the baby toe side of the foot. Extend your arms out to the side. Lengthen the spine and gaze over your right fingertips. Inhale now, straighten the front leg and lift your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, rebend the front knee, extend your arms, warrior two. Two more times. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms up. Exhale, bend the front knee, warrior two. Last time. Inhale, straighten that front leg, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. This time, drop your left hand to the left thigh. Turn your right palm towards the sky. And inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach your right arm back. Stay bend in that front knee. Take a big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Frame your front foot with your hands and spin onto the ball of your left foot. From here, we're going to walk our left toes in and get ready for warrior three. So keeping your fingertips on the mat out in front of you, soft bend in this right knee. We're going to lift the left leg parallel to the floor. Push through the ball of the left foot. And you may keep your hands on the mat for stability here. Or if you want to further challenge yourself, take your hands in prayer at heart center. Warrior three, our balancing pose. We'll hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Release it, hands to the floor if they were lifted. Bend that left knee and hook it behind the right ankle, shin down, and sit back on your bum. Swing your left foot forward now. So now we're in this cross-legged position set up for our Ardha Matsyendrasana, or half Lord of the Fishes. Flex the left toes so that you're nice and active in that leg. Right foot is on the outside of the left knee here. Take your right fingertips back behind you. Inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. Exhale, twist, grabbing your right knee or hooking that elbow onto the outside, anchoring yourself as you spin around and take your gaze out over your right shoulder. Imagine with every inhale sitting a little taller. Every exhale twisting a little deeper. Take one more inhale here. And exhale, come back through center. Extend that right leg in front of you and separate your heels to the outer edges of the mat. Drag your heels back, lift the knees, and by doing so, send the sit bones back. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen the spine. Big inhale. And exhale, lower your tummy between your thighs. Grab your shins, your ankles, or if it's available to you, grab your feet. And fold forward over yourself. Maybe your knees come to meet your armpits as you fold in and fold down. For a seated happy baby pose here, stay active in the feet by flexing the toes. Release the upper middle back. From here, keeping a nice firm grip of the left foot and left hand, we're going to take our right fingertips forward. Reaching forward now as we inhale, forward, forward, and up, and reaching that right arm back. Taking a twist here. Take your gaze back behind you. Open up the chest. Take a deep inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhale here, reach the right fingertips back up through the sky. Swim that arm forward. Re-grab the right foot. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, fold in on yourself once again. Get ready, we'll do the other side. So with a nice firm grip of the right foot with the right hand now, take your left fingertips forward and inhale, reach them forward, forward and up as you reach it up through the sky and back behind you. Twisting now on the other side. Opening up the chest and upper middle back. Take a big inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, reach that left arm back up through the sky. Reach it forward, swim it back the way we came. Re-grab the left foot. Inhale in the center. As you exhale now, use your fingertips and sit yourself back up. Swing your feet over to the side and sit back on your heels. From here, we're going to come back into our forward fold. So you may rise and stand and come back into it, or place your hands down on the mat in front. Press yourself forward and step your feet towards your wrists. Once again, our feet are hip distance apart here. Soft bend in the knee, deep fold in the hip as the tummy and the thigh connect. Release your head and your neck. If you wish, you may grab the backs of the heels or ankles and try and draw your tummy deeper into your thighs. Folding deeper and opening up the backs of the legs. Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift here, so inhale. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, re-bend the knees, sit back in your chair pose, arms up alongside your ears. Big inhale. And then exhale, hinge from the hips and fold back over yourself, fingertips to the mat. From here, fingertips down, halfway lift once again, hands to ankles or shins, lengthen the spine. And exhale, this time fingertips down and step the right foot back. Again, the toes are at an angle pointing out to the outer edges of your mat. Bend the front knee, so left knee should be stacked above the ankle, and get ready to come into warrior two. Windmill the arms up, extend them out to the side and take your gaze out over your left fingertips. Once again, this left hip is wrapping underneath of you. Your right inner thigh is spinning in and back. Lengthen the spine, extend the arms. Gaze over the left fingers. We'll come into those dynamic movements we did on the other side. So inhale, straighten the front knee and extend your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, rebend the front knee, extend the arms, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale, extend the arms, straighten the leg. Exhale, warrior 2. Now, this time, lower your right hand to the back of your thigh. Turn your left palm to the sky. And inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching that left arm up and back. Keeping the bend in the front knee. Opening up the left side of the body. Take one deep inhale. And exhale. Pass through warrior 2. And continue bringing the hands back down to the mat. Frame your front foot and spin onto the ball of your right foot. Get ready for warrior 3. So we'll walk or step our right toes in. Fingertips can be down on the mat for stability. Soft bend in that left knee. We're going to lift the right leg parallel to the floor. Square the hips here, allowing the left knee to stay bent. Point through the ball of the left toes. And you may keep your fingertips here, or if you want to challenge yourself further, take your hands in prayer at heart center for warrior 3. Working our balance. We'll stay here for 3, 2, 1. Fingertips down. Bend that right knee and hook it behind the left ankle. Bring the shin to the mat and sit back on your bum. Swing your right foot now straight ahead. Flex the right toes, keeping that leg active. And again, flex your right toes, keeping that right leg active. And your left foot now should be on the outside of your right knee. Crossed over. We'll take our left fingertips back behind. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. And exhale, twist now, hooking your right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And taking your gaze back behind your left shoulder. Imagining again with every inhale, sitting a little taller. Every exhale, twisting a little deeper. Enjoying Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. Take one more inhale here. And exhale, come out of the twist, turning your torso forward, uncrossing the legs. And again, taking your heels wide to the outer edges of the mat. Again, we're going to drag the heels, lift the knees, and send our sit bones back. Lengthen from the spine, through the spine. Take a big inhale. And exhale once again. Bring the tummy between the thighs and fold in on yourself. Maybe grabbing the shins, the ankles, or the feet. Whatever you can grab. Maybe your knees fit your armpits. And allow yourself to just fold in. Reconnect with your breath. Recommit to yourself and your practice today. You may stay right here in this seated happy baby pose, or if you wish, follow along and we will come into Malasana. So from here, we're going to place the soles of the feet down on the mat. Toes should be pointing out with the heels turning slightly in. Using your fingers or your hands for support, we're going to lift up and come into our low squat. Going to take a moment just to open up into the hips, taking some little twists here, opening up the knees, settling into our Malasana. So settle back down, bring Your heels to or towards the mat if they make it there. Take your hands in prayer at heart center for our low squat position, Malasana. Take one inhale here at the top. And as you exhale, draw the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee and extend the left fingertips out to the side. Inhale and reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Adding a twist here. Giving ourselves a new perspective. Breathing deeply. On your next inhale, reach that right arm forward as you lower the fingers to the ground and sit up. Lengthen the spine once again. We'll take an inhale here between sides. As you exhale, draw the right shoulder in to the inside of the right knee. Extend the right fingertips. And on your next inhale, reach the right fingertips up and back. Twisting on the other side. Opening up the chest. Get ready now with your next inhale. We'll reach those left fingertips forward, down to the mat and sit up. In between sides, hands in prayer at heart center. From here, we're going to come back to sit on our bum. So heel toe your feet towards each other. This is a bit challenging. You can just come back to sit on your bum if you wish, or reaching your arms forward now, coming into a super tight low squat here. We're going to slowly lower our bum and sit back. Keep your feet planted on the ground and your knees bent. Grab the backs of your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. And just for a moment, trace with your hands along your shins down to your feet and give yourself a little hug. Maybe your knees come to fit into your eye sockets. Feel a gentle stretch in the upper middle back. Reconnect with yourself. Inhale once again and sit up tall. Grab the backs of your thighs and slowly lower down onto your back, tracing the backs of your thighs, staying connected to yourself, and lowering down onto the mat. Keep the left foot on the mat, knee bent, and extend your right foot to the sky. Point through the toes for just a moment, and then flex the toes and send the heel to the sky. Stretching the backs of the legs. Grab the back of your thigh and interlace your fingers. Press into your hand with your thigh. And counter that by pressing into your thigh with your hands. Creating some resistance here for just a moment. And then release the resistance and draw your shin to or towards your chest. Stretching the leg here. If you wish, you can grab the ankle or the foot if it's available to you. Breathe deep. And if you want, you can flex, or you can point the toes. Feeling the difference on the stretch. Release that now and cross your right leg over your left. Extend your arms out to the side, or if you don't have room, you can bend at the elbows, coming into a T-shaped position. Take your gaze towards the right and drop your knees over to the left. Stretching into that right hip, lower back. Nice steady breaths. On your next inhale, lift the knees back up to center, gaze towards the sky, and uncross that leg. Hug your knees into your chest between sides and massage your lower back onto the mat. So nice. Lower your right foot to the mat now with the knee bent. We'll do the other side. So extend your left leg to the sky. Point through the toes first. Stretch the front of the foot and ankle. And then flex the toes and send the heel to the sky. Interlace your fingers behind your thigh. And again, creating some resistance, press your thigh into your hands and your hands into your thigh. Just a moment here. And then release the resistance and draw your shin towards your chest, stretching the backs of the leg. Again, if you can grab your calf, your ankle, or your foot, you can continue stretching into that leg. Point the left toes now, changing the position and feeling the difference that makes as you stretch your leg. Drawing your shin towards your chest. Release that leg and cross your left leg over your right now. Extend your arms out to the side, or again, if you don't have the space, bend at the elbows, creating a T shape with the arms. Take your gaze to the left now and lower your knees over to the right. Stretching into the left hip and lower back. Nice deep inhales. And exhale. Lift your knees back up to center. Uncross your legs. And draw your knees into your chest for Apanasana. And once again, taking this opportunity to massage your lower back onto the mat. Feels so good. And now extend both legs towards the sky, pointing through the toes, and then flex the feet, heels towards the sky. Take your arms alongside your hips and bend your knees. We're going to come into some dynamic movements here, neutralizing the spine. Inhale, send your heels towards the sky as you simultaneously lift your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the arms. 2 more times. Inhale, heels to the sky, extend your arms. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the arms. Last time, inhale, heels to the sky, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the arms. Bend the knees, hug them into your chest. We have one more pose before we come into our final resting position. Take your knees out to the side and grabbing the backs of your thighs, your calves, ankles, or the feet if it's available to you. Come into happy baby pose. So ankles are stacked over the knees or as close as you can get it. Bending into the hips and grabbing the feet. From here, I want you to imagine flattening or massaging your lower back onto the mat, elongating the spine. And if it feels good, you may take some rocks side to side, enjoying this Ananda Malasana or happy baby pose. Staying flexed in the toes and active in the legs. Take one more moment here. And when you're ready, bring the soles of the feet back to the mat with your knees bent. So with feet hip distance apart, or if you wish, you may heel toe them a little wider if it feels better. Allow your knees now to fall in on each other. Take your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. And start to settle down. Reconnect with your breath. Breathing smooth and steady inhalations through the nose. And smooth, steady exhales through the nose. If you wish to come into Savasana with your legs extended, I invite you to do that now. Or if you are enjoying this resting position, then you're welcome to stay just as you are. Feeling the effects of the class and the work we did on the mat today. Notice how it feels in your toes, the arches of your feet, your ankles and shins. Feel into your knees, your thighs, your hips. Noticing your belly, your chest, and your heart center. Feeling into your shoulder blades, into your biceps and elbows, your wrists, and your fingertips. Feel your shoulders, your neck, Feeling into your earlobes, the nape of your neck. Notice your jaw begin to relax. Your eyelids soften. And the energy at your third eye center. Feel the warm energy at the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, feel that energy from the crown of your head start to wash down over your whole body. From the crown of your head down to your toes. Know that when we work on our stability on our mat with our warrior poses, we're also working our stability off the mat and carry the energy of the class out into our day. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, rolling over to one side, coming into a fetal position. Take just a moment here before we come up. And with your top hand, use that to press yourself up and come to sit in a seated position on your mat. We'll take one more breath together here. So a nice deep inhale through the nose, and we'll exhale and sigh it out through the mouth. So together, inhale and exhale, sigh it out. Thank you for joining me for class today, practicing our warrior flow. I hope you enjoyed the class. I would recommend maybe taking a meditation here if you have the time for it today, or wrapping the class up just here. I hope I have you join me in my future classes, and I wish you a wonderful day.